Thomas, and of course DG is there, and the DLCC Sharma, who is going to lead this program in your district. But as you know, that from this year, earlier it was only the literacy, but from this year, we have 8 verticals. It's not only literacy, but by now you know water, sanitation, health, environment, disaster, and CSR. So the governor will have to take care of all these 8. Have a lot of things to do. He may not be, possible for him to devote much time for literacy. And because of that, we have the district literacy chair, Sarma, who in turn will lead this literacy program. So the DLCC is going to play the main role as far as taking this program ahead. Of course, you will have continuous guidelines from your ZLC. You have a fantastic ZLC in Jayarajan, and RILM office is always there to support. Any time, any help, any support, we are just one call away. Give us one call, we will be there to address your issues, whatever it may be. It has already been said that you are at 93%. Why literacy again? Why not 100%? Why stop at 93%? So for rest of the India, we are telling 90 plus, but for your district, it is 100. But let's work for literacy, and I am, definite that if not 100, you will take it to 99% definitely. Let's, make that as our target. And as you know, that illiteracy is the major curse in the society. Just as an example, today the COVID-19 has been managed the best in your district, all over India. India is looking after your models, the way you have managed. Why? How you could do it? Because your literacy level is much higher. So as you know, PT Jayaraj told, that moment you raise your literacy level, you solve various issues, whether it is poverty, whether it is health or whatever. All other problems gets automatically resolved when you achieve literacy. So let's work for literacy. Now, for RILM, what we have conceived, the program TEACH, T-E-A-C-H, is the most holistic program ever launched in India. Now, why it is a total holistic program? When I talk about a little bit on TEACH, that will be clear. But I will not go into nitty-gritty of TEACH of each vertical, because we are going to have, I will not discuss when this idea was conceived. It's basically our RIPN Shekhar Mehta. Is his brainchild. It is he conceived this TEACH program. So here our main character, who is the main character out of this TEACH, which is most important? I would say all of them are equally important. And who is the main character? Is the child. The child is our main character. And our child, how do you define that child? It's a child between the age group of 7 to 14. So our target is the children of 7 to 14. And if they are not in school, or for whatever may be the reason they are dropped out, or they are laggard, we will have to identify them, take them to a bridge school, bring them up to their age specific class and put them back to school. So that is our main target. First target is that put all children who are not in school, let us put them in school. So the first step is done. What is next? Who is the most important character in our story after the child? Is the teacher. Without teacher, how can we teach the child? So teacher is the next most important character in our story. So we must have good quality teacher. Maybe for your state, it's a different story, but still all over India, what we find that particularly in the rural belt, the government school teachers, they are not equally good as the city-based private schools. So it's our target to bring these rural teachers, train them, identify them, train them, and bring them up to the city-based teacher level, that they should be the best teachers. Unless and until your teacher are the best, they cannot take the education ahead. So the first character is the child, next character is the teacher. Next important thing, what we want to do, we want to digitize the whole of India. Digital classes. You just think, if you are given a story book, you try to read the story book and understand the story. But the same story, if is presented through a movie, you are taken to a movie. After you see the movie for about maybe 2 hours or 2.5 hours, don't you understand the story in a much better way? Your understanding is much better when the medium is audio visual. So e-learning, digitization of classes is nothing but to teach the children through a audio visual mode so that the quality of teaching is standardized, because the teaching is software driven. Teacher does play a role, but the software plays the major role. So if you can have a standard software for your entire district in tune with the government syllabus, which will be run by the teachers, you will have a standardized teaching method that will help you to go ahead much faster. So first you have brought the child back to school. Second, you have trained the teachers. Third, you have digitized the classes. Okay, you have done all that. What is next? See, today we are having a Zoom meeting. We are all sitting in most comfortable way with proper aeration. Some of you may be sitting in a AC room. If not, definitely under a fan. We are not sweating. We are quite comfortable. But today, if DG Thomas would have asked you to come and sit on the floor, sit in a room with a leaking floor, when there is a, water drops during the rain. There are no proper lighting. Would you be joining? Today we have 138 people joining this Zoom meeting. 138. I can guarantee you, if your DG Thomas did not provide such a fantastic platform, the attendance would have been much less. So if you expect that the child whom you, with so much difficulty, brought back to school, if you want to retain that child in the school, and if you don't want to lose children, going out of the school, The school must be a happy place. The school must have proper aeration. School must have benches and desks. School must have a proper blackboard, teaching material, and a digitized class. So if you make your school a happy place, if you provide them with sports equipment, if you have toilets for the girl student as well as the boys separately, if you have a proper teacher's room, if you have a proper playing place, if you provide them school bag, shoes, then definitely your children would love to come to the school. They will not leave the school. They will be with the school, and rather they would feel bad on the holidays that why they are not going to the school if the school is such a happy place. So we will have to make our schools a happy place, and that is happy school. So we have covered T, E, C and H. One thing is missing. What is that? A. Adults. Yes, my dear friends, if we really want to achieve 100% literacy, we cannot leave behind our illiterate adults. Do you know, India is home of 1/3 of world's illiterate adults. 1/3 of world's illiterate adults live in India. We have so much illiterate adults. So if you don't bring the adults also into the fold and make them literate, we can never achieve our 100% total literacy. We cannot leave behind our adults. We will have to teach our adults. We will have to identify. Now there is a problem, For the adult, he might say that what do I gain? If you want to make me literate, what do I get extra? I'm enjoying my life. I'm fine without being literate. So why do you want me, to be literate? So there is the challenge. Somehow you will have to motivate them and convince them that no, if they are literate, there are benefits. That benefits, I will not go into details. Adult literacy PPT program will tell you what are the benefits for an adult being literate. And moreover, to attract them, you can add one component, particularly I would say in your state where literacy level is so high, you add skill development along with the adult literacy. You give them some skill. By using such skill, if they can earn a little bit more, then they will be rewarded and they will have more interest to join the literacy program. So this is in very short. I have covered TEACH. The nitty-gritties, as I said, will be covered in the PPT by the different experts who will be dealing the different verticals. Now I want to just touch one thing, that each one of you, please, my humble request, visit the RILM website, which has all the resources you want and answer for every question. If you go to the home page, the second tab is Teach. You click Teach, you have the entire description of the Teach. You have details of all the partners, their contact details, contact numbers. Then, for e-learning, different rates, what we have negotiated. For teacher training, what are the rates of our partners? Everything is there. And there is another tab as resource. You go and click resource, you will get all the PowerPoint presentations which will be presented to you today. So you can download all the PowerPoint presentations, brochures, literature, and share with your club members. So I would request all club presidents, please go and visit. But here I would add that things are changing. Since we have 8 verticals, now we are building, it is already there, it has been already launched. That is a centralized website, rotaryindia.org. So the Rotary, you will first go to rotaryindia.org. From there, you will get a tab from which you will be taken to the microsite. Now, Rotary Teach is a site. Soon, Rotary Teach will become a microsite to Rotary India. So all your uploads, whatever projects you do, all your uploads will be done through rotaryindia.org, not through Rotary Teach. Now it's being done at Rotary Teach, but it will be shifted very soon. Work is in progress. So our main website will be rotary.org. From there, all the verticals, all details will be there at rotary.org. This is one. Second, the financing, the support, financial support. Earlier, RILM used to give certain financial support for certain programs. So that might also stop, because now we have a different vertical as CSR. So this vertical will handle centrally funding of all other verticals along with the Teach vertical. That you will come to know in a short while. There will be communication to you that how the funding will take place. So this is the nutshell about Teach and the Rotary site. I will be there with you throughout your level 2. After the level 2 presentations are all over, if there is any doubt, any question, I'll be there to answer. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to come and talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.